I spent over 20 grand to be in the sun all year. I started in March and it's now December. So in 9 months, probably 25 grand to be honest. And I'm not even done yet. I'm about to spend 5k more in just only December. Because it is worth it. So that was my biggest thing whenever I wanted to get rich. I don't really care about cars. I'm satisfied with a normal car, like a subtle Audi, for example. I don't need a Urus. I will buy one, but I don't really care. I really cared about the sun. I live in the bumfuck netherworld in the Netherlands and Europe, and it's cold. And I struggle with that for all my life already because I want to be in the sun. It's good for testosterone. It's good for your mood. It's healthy. It's nice to be in the sun. Like, I enjoy having the warmth of the sun. So that was my biggest struggle. And I can even tell you a crazier story. The first second in March, or actually in February, I got the money in February and I booked my ticket for March. My first 2k payment, I had like 2 grand saved and I got a new payment for 2k that would be reoccurring for every single month, and I booked my ticket immediately. I didn't even know if I was gonna make it, if I was gonna get the next payment in general. I just had enough money saved to get a plane ticket back for whenever everything went to shit, and for the rest I just figured it out. And I can't, if you are the younger me, I can't give you any better advice than to take the risk. I think I've developed 10 times more and quicker just because I was on my own in different foreign countries, traveling with a bunch of responsibilities. Like an Airbnb/rent is super expensive. Food and coming by and visa and all those random expenses that you randomly get, those are quite expensive. Those are quite heavy expenses that you randomly get. But you get so much more pressure from that, and I developed so much quicker from that because I was not used to that. But I went to Bali in March and I was making 3 grand a month. I'm now on 10k. Just for your context, doesn't really matter that much. Basically saying that I went the first second that I could. And that is why, like, funny enough that the sun is literally shining right now for the first time in 4 days. But in a week, when I've celebrated Christmas here in the Netherlands with my family, I'm going back to Spain to be there for 2 weeks because I don't want to be here. And then I will fly back for New Year's for 2 days. And then I will fly to Colombia to meet a chick. And then I will fly to Arizona to stay there long term. The chick is a girl that I might date, so that's why I'm flying there. I'm not flying there for some random hoes. I'm actually flying there for some potential. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I enjoy being in Medellin anyway. Because in March I flew to Bali, stayed there for 2 months. Then I flew to Medellin for 3 months, stayed there. And then I flew back to Bali, stayed there for another 2 months. So I've been away for around 7 months of the year, and I've been home for 2 months to just see family and friends, and then I'm bouncing again because it's too cold. So yes, it was more than worth it, every single penny. And how can you start doing this without feeling too insecure that you will lose everything? Because it's quite like, I was quite afraid that I wouldn't get any more money whilst I was away. First of all, save like twice the money of a plane ticket back. You need that. So you always have that safety in your mind. Okay, doesn't matter what happens. I can go to the airport tomorrow, like when you're in Thailand or in Bali, whatever, or Koh Samui, doesn't matter. I can go to the airport tomorrow and I can fly back home because I have at least that money. For the rest, I didn't have anything. I didn't even have twice the plane ticket. I can recommend. It creates a little bit more safety, but I didn't have that. And then just go. Like, I bought all the travel equipment, but I didn't even have a suitcase. I never went outside of Europe. I didn't have a fucking suitcase. So I bought a suitcase, I bought all that stuff, more clothes, some travel equipment, and I just went. It's not that deep, but save that money for the plane ticket back. And also make sure that the money that you're getting is somewhat like reoccurring. It has to be somewhat expectable, is that how you say it? You have to somewhat expect that you're gonna get it next month again, because otherwise you're gonna walk around with a bunch of anxiety. That's gonna be terrifying to spend money. I wouldn't recommend that. If you are not sure that you will get that money again, in this case, I worked myself into an opportunity that I was quite sure of that I was gonna keep the position because I'm confident in myself and I knew what I was gonna what kind of effort I was going to put in. But if you're not in that kind of position, then maybe save a little bit more money. But then still, save enough money for 2 months. You can only stay in Bali for 2 months anyway. Otherwise you need an extended visa. 2 months is enough to just go away for the first travel. And then just go. I would say save up like 5 or 6 grand if you don't have some MRR. And if I had 3 grand a month that was coming in, it was just enough, to be honest. I was spending everything also because I like to stay in nice villas, because I'm a content creator, like you see, like that's my full-time job. So for me it's important that the stuff looks good as well, and it's all a write-off for my business anyway. So yeah, that was my decision. If you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments, and I'm completely down to answer more questions, because I was in this position before. That's why I'm making this video, and I would be happy to answer more.